Hello people, welcome back to my channel. So I have a very exciting video today. I thought I would share with you my entire Harry Potter pin collection. I did do this video last year, but of course I got a few more additions since then, so it's only right I did an updated version. So yes, I'm very excited about this. I love collecting pins. It's one of my favourite things from the Harry Potter world to collect. So I'm very excited to share with you my collection. If that sounds good to you, then please don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. And if you're new to my channel, then why not subscribe to join my little magical corner? Okay, let's get on with the magic. So ever since I started getting a few pins to warrant having something to display them with or display them on, I bought this board framed thing off Amazon, I think it was. I just thought it looked really magical, and then I could put all my pins on the wall, and yeah, that's what I'm still using. So here is the frame with all of the pins in, just a little sneak peek. So yeah, let's just get on with it. Okay, so I have kind of come up with a little bit of a system with my pins. I've put all of my favourite ones near the top and all of my least favourite ones near the bottom, and in the middle I've just kind of got a little Hufflepuff section. So we're going to start on the top left corner here. We have, I can't remember if it's meant to be Nagini or the Basilisk being impaled by Gryffindor Sword. This is of course from Loot Crate. It's one of my favourite pins. It's an interactive pin, so the sword actually comes out of the impaled head, I guess, but I just think that's so cool. Such a cool little pin. I'm no longer subscribed to Loot Crate. I was for a very short period of time, but the pins were by far my favourite part of the boxes, so yeah, you're going to see a few more than I should have in my time of being a subscriber. Moving on, we have the Hufflepuff Cup, which is again from Loot Crate. One I bought on eBay. I've got a few Loot Crate pins on here that I've bought offline because they've just been so beautiful, but I've not been buying like super expensive ones because a lot of them are really expensive. I've waited to find ones that were reasonable prices and tended to not be from America because the postage from buying things in America, not great. So yes, I got the Hufflepuff Cup, which I'm very glad about because of course I'm a Hufflepuff. You can see the theme going on with the top layer here. So next up we have the Ravenclaw Diadem. This is not the Loot Crate Ravenclaw Diadem, although I am looking out for a reasonably priced one on eBay. This one is actually from Geek Gear from like 2 years ago, I think it was. It's not a pin with a stabby back. It has one of those clipped backs. I'm not very good at describing things, which is why I want the Loot Crate one, because it's smaller, it's better quality, it looks it anyway, and it's got the actual stabby pins on the back. I know what I mean. But yeah, it's still very beautiful. It's still the beautiful Ravenclaw Diadem and one of my favourite Geek Gear pins overall, so yeah. And last but not least, on the top layer, because we got Gryffindor, Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw, we needed something from Slytherin. So I have got the Slytherin Locket Pin, also from Loot Crate, and also a separate purchase online. Yes, it's absolutely beautiful. Almost as beautiful as the actual locket itself, I would say. Yes, it's one of the most beautiful pins I have on here. So moving down underneath the Slytherin Locket Pin, I have another Loot Crate pin. I think there's almost as many Loot Crate pins on here as there are Geek Gear. Spoiler alert. So yes, we have Fawkes the Phoenix. It's very beautiful, very beautifully painted. I just love the whole texture, the colours, the shape of it. Yeah, I really like it. Definitely. And right next to that we have a snowy Owl Hedwig Pin. So this is an owl carrying a Hogwarts acceptance letter. It actually says Harry Potter and little squiggles underneath, which obviously are meant to be his address. Number 4 Privet Drive, coming down the stairs, whatever. But yeah, again, just like the Fawkes one, I think it's so beautiful, and I love the whole marble effect in the wings and the feathers. And you know what, if Loot Crate just did better items in their boxes, I would resubscribe in a heartbeat. The pins are the only things I'm missing out on. Next to that, I have a very special pin. This is the Lumos pin from last year. This pin was released and the money when buying the pin went straight to the Lumos charity, which is J.K. Rowling's charity. And it's just such a beautiful pin anyway. So we have Newt Scamander's wand with, I think, an okami around it. I wore this all the time at the end of last year. All of the time. It was on my coat. Whenever I went out, I had it on. Because it was my little piece of, like, Harry Potter merch that I could share with the world, but also I was proud to be supporting a charity, so I was quite proud of that. And yeah, like I said, it's such a beautiful pin. I love it. It's one of my favourite pins. And because I've worn it so much, it holds many memories, so that's a bonus there. Next up, we have yet another Loot Crate pin. This was the last one in their Horcrux series. I was subscribed to get this one. I didn't just buy them all. Yeah, it's just in the shape of a lightning bolt, and it says neither can live while the other survives, so it's meant to symbolise Harry being the last Horcrux. It's not the most beautiful pin, but it is a Horcrux, so I felt like it needed to be near the other ones. So yeah, there it is. Just under that, I have a new pin which I found online. It is an Owl Post Service pin, so I can imagine this is something someone who works for the Owl Postal Service would wear, you know, as a kind of identification. And I love pins like that. You're going to see a few more in here. But yeah, I just think that was so cool, and it's so detailed as well. I love the fact that it's layered. If I can find the website, I'll link it down below. But yeah, it was just a random find. I was like, yes, I've got to have that. It looks so cool. So yeah, the Owl Postal Service. And just under that is another identification pin, if you like. It is of the Order of the Phoenix, which again is something, if the Order of the Phoenix wasn't a secret organisation, I feel like they would wear a pin like this. This is from Etsy. It came in a pack of 3. You'll see the other 2 later on. I really like this pin. I love the fact that the tail just comes out, and the wing here just comes out. It's just a lovely little detail. It's so cute and pretty. Again, I'll leave links down below where you can purchase this pin. And it's so tiny as well. I love it. It's so, so cute. Yes, I like that a lot. Moving on to just under the Fawkes the Phoenix pin before I miss it out. I have a new addition to my collection from Geek Gear Wizardry. It is a black pin that says "You're a wizard" with a thunderbolt on it. I really like this pin. I think it's really simplistic and something I could wear out and about just to show off my Harry Potter pride. So yeah, I really like that one. Next to that, we have another new addition. A lot of these are new. I decided I didn't have enough pins one day, and I went on just a massive binge of pins online. And that's when I thought, well, I might as well do another pin collection video. So yeah, I bought this one off Etsy. Again, links hopefully will be in the description. It's an image of a badger with some like flowers and stars around it. Underneath there it just says loyal, which is one of the Hufflepuff traits. Yeah, I think this pin is so, so pretty and so cute. And yeah, when I saw it, I just could not resist. Absolutely love it. And again, it's one that I would love to wear out and about to show off my Hufflepuff pride. So yeah, this is getting heavy to hold. Where should we go next? Let's go for this one here. So as you can see, I've got a few Hufflepuff pins here. That's what I was on about. I've got an entire Hufflepuff section of pins. So this one is in the shape of a banner, and it has the Hufflepuff crest on it. This is from the studio tour. I'm going to the studio tour again next month. I'm very excited about that. Hopefully there'll be a vlog on that, by the way, especially surrounding the whole Gringotts Vault, and maybe even a studio tour haul if I buy enough items. But yeah, tangent over. So yeah, this is from the studio tour. I really like how small and sweet and simplistic it is. Next to that, we have quite an old pin of mine, but still one of my favourites. It's from Geek Gear, and it is of a badger wearing a Hufflepuff scarf. As soon as I saw this, I fell in love with it instantly. It's one of my favourite pins from Geek Gear. I absolutely love this pin. It's so, so cute. Next to that, we have a Newt Scamander pin. So this is the kind of style in the Fantastic Beasts era. I just realised one day that I didn't have enough Fantastic Beasts related pins, so I found that online and I was like, yep, that'll do. Show my love for Newt Scamander and Fantastic Beasts. Just underneath that, we have a SPEW pin. This is a very recent pin I got from Geek Gear Wizardry, the limited House Elves edition box. I'm quite glad I got that out in one mouthful. So yeah, it says Spew. There's a little picture of an elf and it has socks either side. Yeah, I just think that's really cute. Over here we have a set of 3 pins we got from Geek Gear a while back. They came in a set of 3. So we have the Hufflepuff Jumper, the Hufflepuff Tie, and a Hufflepuff Scarf. I really love this pin set. I think it's really cool. And of course they have to stay together. So yeah, there you go. Just above the Hufflepuff Scarf, we have another simple but really cute and pretty Hufflepuff crest pin, which again I got online and I thought would look really nice on like Hufflepuffy outfits, if that's such a thing. Yeah, I really like that pin. I think it's really cute. Next to that, we have another SPW pin, which is from Geek Gear. It says SPW and it's in the shape of an elf's head. I really like this one. I like it much more than the other one that we mentioned earlier. I feel like this is something Hermione would actually design for her SPW campaign, and again one that would be awesome to wear out and about to show that you're a supporter of the Society of the Promotion of Elfish Welfare. Underneath that we have a pin that came with the Order of the Phoenix pin. It is a AUROR pin, again one that would identify that you work as an Auror at the Ministry of Magic. So yeah, I really like that. Again, a really cute, simplistic pin. Like the Order of the Phoenix one, I thought it was really cute and a great way to identify your allegiance to something or your loyalty to something. Right next to that, I have a Patronus pin. This pin I got, again, I think it was from Etsy. I think they're just called Patronus pins or something like that. They do so many different animals, and I got a hare because my possible Patronus is a hare. Well, it was either a wild rabbit or a hare, but I just see them as the same thing because isn't a hare just a wild rabbit? I don't know, but either way, it's a rabbit. It's in the rabbit family. Really, really cute pin, and I've wanted one for ages, so I decided, yeah, I'm gonna get that. My arm is aching, so I'm just gonna turn around and let the other arm have a go at holding this up. So where were we? Okay, so underneath the Patronus pin, I have a Hogwarts Express pin, which is from the Hogwarts Express limited edition Geek Gear Wizardry box. I think that's really cool. I love the whole silhouette-y kind of simplistic vibe going on with it, and definitely had to go on here. I think I actually said that in the video, it's going straight on my pin board. I think I said that about all of them that I've got in the subscription boxes, and yeah, see, they live on here. I wasn't lying. Moving on to more Hufflepuff pins. In the middle here we have my Hufflepuff Prefect Pin, which I got from the studio tour. One of my first pins that I collected. I really wanted to get this because I was actually a prefect in my school, and the pins are actually very similar, although mine was blue because all of the prefect badges were blue in my school. Even though we had houses, it wasn't quite as like taken seriously as in Hogwarts, you know. It wasn't a boarding school, so we didn't have our own dormitories or anything like that. We were just named 4 houses. It didn't really mean anything. Anyway, prefect pin because I was a prefect, so yeah, it's one of the first pins I ever bought. Underneath that we have 3 pins that look quite similar. These are all from Geek Gear. So we have a head girl pin and a head boy pin. These are actually very similar designs to the ones you can get at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Orlando, I'm pretty sure. So when I saw these, I was ecstatic because I thought, wow, that is just brilliant. I love that. I was never a head girl at my school, by the way. I did wonder if I should have the head boy pin on here because I'm not a boy. But it's part of a set, so I feel like it needs to be with it. And just in between them is a Quidditch Captain Pin. I don't think I would be a Quidditch player, let alone a captain, if I was at Hogwarts, but I do think it's really cool to have a Quidditch Captain Pin. And just between the head boy and captain pin, we have another little Hufflepuff Scarf. This is a tiny little pin, so cute, because I just wanted a pin of the Hufflepuff Scarf. It was before I got this one. And next to that, we have the final pin in the set I got off Etsy earlier with the Order of the Phoenix and AUROR. It is a Marauders map themed pin, and it says, "I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good." And I think that's so beautifully detailed for such a small pin and so pretty. So yeah, I'm very happy to have this. Next to that, we have one of the very first pins. I got this pin in the very first Geek Gear unboxing that I ever did back in like, was it April or May 2 years ago. I've been subscribed to Geek Gear for 2 whole years now. I'm very proud about that. But yeah, it's just a flying key pin, and it's still one of my favourite, I can get the wings out, one of my favourite pins that Geek Gear have ever done. Where should we go next? Let's go over this way before I forget these ones. So I have a miniature time turner pin right here. I thought it was really pretty. I ordered this offline. I did expect it to be a little bit bigger when I got it, but it's still really cute. Okay, so we're nearing the bottom now, so we're in dangerous territory. Danger of dropping the pin board. Okay, so right next to the time turner, I have a little tiny golden snitch pin, which is so cute. Again, I bought this offline because I wanted a golden snitch pin. Who doesn't? Really cute. Very cute and very detailed. I love it very much. Just under that, we have another Geek Gear pin. This is of some books with a wand and a Hufflepuff scarf draped over it, so it is house themed. So the top book says potions, the second one says defense, the third one says charms, and the fourth one says magical creatures, locations and habitats. That's a really cute pin. I really like that. Next up, we have another pin. I got this, I think, from Etsy as well recently. It says constant vigilance with his magical eye. So yeah, I really like that pin. It's very detailed, very colourful, glittery. Yeah, Love it a lot. I'm going to put this wand down now because I need to hold this with 2 hands. Next to that, we have a pin that says Potions Master. This one is from Geek Gear also. Just a really simple pin. Next to that, we have a pin that says Free the House Elves. It's very glittery. I love the font. This, I believe, is from Gobstone Alley. Not a subscription box I like to mention these days, but I really like the pin, so of course it has to be on here. So yeah, it's really cute. I love it. Next to that, we have another Patronus pin. This one is from Loot Crate, and probably my least favourite pin that I've seen Loot Crate do. It's not great quality in my opinion. They didn't do the doe Patronus justice. It kind of looks like a pig nose instead of an actual deer nose, but nevertheless it still symbolises the doe Patronus and it's Harry Potter, so that's why it's on here. Underneath that, we have a pin of a Niffler. This I got from Geek Gear a while ago. I just got a random pins box. They used to sell boxes full of random pins, and I got a set of 5, and this is the only one that I like from it because I didn't realise what kind of pins it was going to be. I don't know if they do that anymore, but either way, I didn't mind this one, so I've kept it. And next to that, I have a set of 6 pins, all themed around magical sweets, honeydukes. This is a pin set I got from Primark. So we have Fizzing Whizbees, we have Bertie Bott's Every Flavour Beans, Exploding Bonbons, is that triangle shaped one meant to be? Underneath that, we have a golden chocolate frog, but I really like that. I really like that it's golden. We have a chocolate frog pin in its packaging, and underneath that we have Bertie Bott's beans outside of its packaging. I really like this pin set. I thought they had to stay together because they're all themed around honeydukes and magical sweets. Next to that, we have a huge pin, which is from Geek Gear. This is of the Howler that Ron receives from his mother in Chamber of Secrets. Yeah, it's so huge, but so cool actually. I really like this pin. Yeah, it's just of the Howler. It just reminds you of that very iconic, hilarious moment in Chamber of Secrets. Ronald Weasley, how dare you steal that car? I am absolutely disgusted. Next to that, we have another Primark pin set over here. This is of everything to do with Quidditch. So we have one that says Quidditch Hogwarts with 3 Quidditch hoops. We also have a Quidditch Hufflepuff pin. Under that we have a golden snitch, another golden snitch pin. We have a broomstick pin, one that says Chaser, and one of a quaffle. Again, have to be kept together because they're all themed around Quidditch. And I love that they are house themed, so yes, another bonus for Primark there. Next to them, just up here, we have a Death Eater pin. Again, this is a bit smaller than I thought it was going to be because I ordered it offline. But I thought, you know what, even though I'm not a follower of the dark arts myself, I'm not a Death Eater myself, I want to get more dark arts merch. So I decided to get a Dark Mark pin. And last but not least, right at the bottom here, we have a pin that is of a brown book that says Potions by P. Oceans. This is probably actually my least favourite pin out of my entire collection, but I needed it to fill a space really. As soon as I get enough pins to kind of fill up this pin board, then the ones I don't like as much will come off. And if I get enough of the ones I don't really like much, but still would like to display because they're Harry Potter related, then I might get like a smaller pin board for them. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe just another one of these if I carry on collecting. But yes, that is my entire updated pin collection. What do you guys think? Do you like the frame? What is your favourite pin? I'm really excited just to carry on collecting. Keep an eye out on things like Etsy and eBay, and if I find any other Harry Potter magical shops or whatever, just to find any more pins that I may want to purchase and add to my collection. So there you go. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you did. If you're new to my channel and you haven't already, then please don't forget to subscribe to join my little magic corner. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time.